Do I unmute when you intro?
Yo, what's good? What's good? It's the homie Kynard. How y'all doing? I'm out here. I'm about to get to it. I got my co-host with me, Brittany. Brittany, say hello. There it is. Look, we apologize for being late. We're just doing what it is that we do. Really just trying to get technical difficulties worked out. Look, so this is the dope part about this. I'm new. I'm getting it done. Y'all are watching me learn before your eyes. I'd like to welcome y'all to Dope Dialogue episode 3. We're going to talk about hard work. But before we do, for those that are tuning in, we like to say thank you. If you on my page and you want to comment and you want to participate, you have the opportunity to do so. Click on the little Facebook icon to take you to the post. You'll be able to comment. You're on Twitch. I get the comments. It pops up in the chat. You're on YouTube. It is what it is. For those that came from IG, we thank you. We glad to have you here. Shout out to Derek Haley. The homie is driving and listening. We appreciate you. Keep your hands free. Keep your eyes on the road because people during the pandemic don't know how to drive. All that being said, look, I'd like to talk about something today that for me, I think is very, very important to touch on just because of how it relates to the work that I do, right? Being creative. Something happened to me this weekend, and it just was a surreal moment for the boy as I went out and I'm on my journey as an artist, as a creative, as a human being that's trying to share content with the world. At this particular point, I've put in a crazy amount of hours in just trying to be a creative. I've always been a creative. I was rapping before I actually started dropping music. I was working on my podcast actually before I dropped it. I was writing things down that I wanted to talk about. I was trying to formulate my own pattern that I needed to follow in order to accomplish my goals. And so today I want to talk about work. Does hard work really pay off? Excuse me as I get some water. I know that in today's era, a lot of people just want to show that they busy. See me here, I took a picture there. I'm busy, I'm working, you see me and I'm out here. And for me, I made a post this past weekend. I was working on a production where we was putting in at least 12-hour days. We went 12, 14, and I want to say another 14 if I'm not mistaken. We went 12, 14, and 14, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I loved every minute of it. I got the opportunity to do something that I had been working towards for a very long time. Shout out to Tony Giovanni. Shout out to Detroit. Shout out to Michigan. Shout out to Juwan. Shout out to Flint. I was working actually with Juwan this weekend and was just putting in work. We hashtag set life because we were around each other for a very, very long period of time. And I would tell you, in regards to my evolution, I just wanted to be busy working for things that I was invested in. When I started out as an artist writing music, I would have never even thought that I was going to gain the opportunity to be on a production that are producing episodes that I believe contribute to a lot of the things that we go through today in regards to mental healthness or mental health awareness. I think for me personally, I'm at the point where I'm happy with the work that I'm doing. And not everybody gets that opportunity as well. Not everybody is looking for that opportunity. I remember being a young man, I used to go to my dad, I was a manager. I'd be like, yo, Pops, why do people don't want to work hard? And he would tell me, he would say, son, look, you have to realize that for some people, they are content to get their check and go home and do whatever it is that they wanted to do. And at that point, because my father told me that, I had a respect that a person chose that they wanted to work for someone else just to get their check. For me personally, I'm a creative and I also had a knowledge. And so it's very difficult for me to work knowing that I'm making somebody else the majority of the money when I can just create my own. Shout out to Clyde. What's good, fam? We're talking about hard work. This weekend, I was able to film an office. I used to go to the office every day. I was in the office working for someone else, taking phone calls. I was talking to people about x-ray results. Derek Haley know what I'm talking about. He was my boss at the time. I was in this office, and I'm not gonna lie to you, there were days that I would go to this office and I felt trapped. I got laid off, but I needed a job, and I was fortunate enough to find one, but when I went, I felt caged in. I did what I had to do to make my money, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. When I woke up in the morning, I was not inspired to go to work. What's going on, Marv McFly, the property guy in the house? And so this weekend, I filmed an office. And it was surreal for me because as a creative, I had come full circle in probably about 10 years. 10 years ago was probably the last time I was full-time in an office. And I got to film one. And when I went in there and I went to film this office that I used to go in every day and make people coffee and get reports. It was like a replay out of Office Space, right? Now I'm filming it. Now I'm creating. Now I'm in the environment where the hard work that I've put over along many, many years, trying to trust myself, trying to blindly believe that my reality can change by stepping towards what it is I want to do when I wake up in the morning. And for me, that small victory was me feeling like the hard work had paid off. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Let me know, Brittany. Am I wrong? Does hard work pay off?
Hard work definitely pays off. But there's give and take with hard work. And not everyone's meant to work hard. Some people are meant to work smart. Some people are meant to work light. But hard work isn't for everyone. There are sacrifices that come with hard work. You sacrifice your time with other people. You sacrifice sometimes your own money. A lot of times your own money. There's just a lot that comes with working hard. But the payoff, I feel, is grander when you're working hard, and specifically working for yourself, if you're built for it.
My question is if you have the knowledge, if you are aware that when you work a job, that the person that hires you, and usually the owner of that job, makes the majority of the money, but the truth is you do the majority of the work.
Mm-hmm.
If you had that knowledge, would you attempt it to be different for yourself? Because I think that that's the hard part for me is like, I know now, right? I've worked for big companies that when you looked at the revenue, you talking hundreds of millions of dollars, and you the one that wake up and do the work. like if you can do the work for them, why can't you do it for yourself? Now, we spoke last week, you own your own business, right?
Correct.
Why did you decide to become an entrepreneur and do the work yourself?
I found more joy in doing what I do now versus working for someone else. A creative also, in a different lane, but a creative as well. Working for a company that had really nothing to do with where my passions lie, where it wasn't fulfilling for me. Obviously, sometimes though, you have to work that job to make sure you can sustain your future job. So you can't. Sometimes you just can't go out on a limb with nothing to stand on. As far as work is concerned, you have bills to pay. There's things that you have to take care of. So sometimes you got to use the job that you don't love until you get the job that you love.
So, and let's talk about that, because I think that that's really what it comes down to. If somebody asks me right now, like, I'm still working other jobs, but they are also helping me fund my own business along with the things that I get in that come from my business. I think Gary Vee was one of the ones that said, look, find a job that allows you to do the least amount of work and pays you so you can invest your time in doing other things. Shout out to Kristen. What's going on? Shout out to Seattle in the house. For me personally, once again, a lot of times I just try and find things that I'm inspired by. I feel incredibly blessed. I actually feel like it's a privilege, right? It's a privilege for me to be here right now because I know it's a lot of my peers that don't like doing what they're doing. And so I feel like I gotta work hard for them because they don't have the opportunity possibly. Some of them do, but they may not have the confidence to step out and be like, yo, I don't care what nobody say. I'm going to push forward and work for myself and get to the grind. Am I wrong for that? Because I believe that certain people will look at you and hate you because you work hard. It's happened. Like somebody will be like, oh, so you think you can rap and you can podcast and you can shoot videos and you can be a producer. You can do all of this. You should be sitting down and planning for retirement and living a boring life and raising kids because I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a confidence thing. I think when there's people there that say that, they don't have the confidence in themselves and what they do, and they can't fathom how someone could be so multifaceted and able to play in so many areas. But I think when you have people around you that champion you and be like, yeah, that's you, you can do that, or it's getting better, keep doing it. Those are the people you need around you.
I agree. And so I would tell you on this journey, those that have had negative things to say, or it was a backhanded compliment, oh, your little rap thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just let the energy go because I felt like it was in the way. I feel like when you're busy working towards something, like you don't have the time to deal with other people's bullshit.
Oh, I do have a thought though.
What's that?
My thought is, although there are some people, or there are the people that are negative because they truly are negative and or not confident in themselves, the people that you keep around you that typically champion you, sometimes they won't always have a positive affirmation for you. Sometimes something isn't for you. Sometimes you need a person who still believes in you to let you know, like, maybe not.
Right. So I had this conversation with my band when I was getting ready for South by Southwest. And I'm a different type of person. It's not that I don't want to hurt people's feelings, right? It's that I don't think we can truly understand a person's evolution when it comes to creative spaces, right? I believe that you can be whack today, but if you work hard at it, you have a possibility of being better tomorrow. Now, does it mean you're going to be great? Nah. But then you have to really question why you're doing it. I would assume that there are people who probably think that I'm whack, but they would be wrong.
Of course
It is what it is.
They would be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I would imagine that there's some people like, no, the homie is whack. Now I would tell them they would be wrong. Even when I was doing stuff early and it was raw, like there were things that I didn't like, but I knew I could get better. You know what I'm saying? But the other side, just like we're going to talk about the music later on today, I like to keep it honest. When people ask me, I don't mind if they respect me giving my honest opinion. Yo, homie, that graphic, nah, that ain't the one. Now, if you don't respect me, then I'm not going to offer up my opinion anyway, because it doesn't matter. But if you respect me and you seek it out, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with that. That being said, look, the phone lines is open. We would love to have y'all call in. The number is 419-464-7246. The number is in the chat. Let us know, man. Does hard work pay off? Have you been working towards what you're passionate about? Are you in a position where you wake up and even though you're doing something you probably don't want to do right now, you are working towards creating something for yourself? Or are you just like, yo, I'm going to chill and I'm going to go to my job and I'm going to handle my financial responsibilities and maybe I'll advance that way? Because I think there's honor in that too. There's nothing wrong with working a job and, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that that's wrong at all. And I hope that that's not what's been conveyed.
Daddies and grandpas who was mechanics and plumbers and they just did what they had to do to make sure their families was taken care of for themselves or for others. And that's great. Like, it's not always about something for you. Sometimes you gotta provide, and that's what it is.
All right, look, we got a call. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can merge it in.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Yo, who's on the call? Uh-oh, I missed it. Did I miss it? Hold on one second. Hello?
Hey, what's going on, fam?
Who is this? I'm sorry. Look, I sound mad ratchet right now. Hold on one second. Yo, who on the call? Who is?
Who on my phone? What you want?
Who on my line with this bull dookie? Nah. Yo, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hello?
I'm here, man.
Who is this?
This is Kynard in Toledo, Ohio.
Oh, that's what's up. Yo, this is my fam. Clyde, what's going on, family?
You got it, brother. You got it. Hey,
Clyde.
Podcast, man. This is wonderful. How you doing, Britt?
That's what's up. Look. What you think? You know what's dope? Look, hold on one second. I think for me, my fam owns a business. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me do this because I want to get this right. Hold on one second, Clyde. There we go.
Clyde, what do you do in Ohio?
Yeah, I was just about to ask. What does Clyde do? Thank you. We got it right.
All right. my company, Kynard Enterprises, is a full service, basically property maintenance and services firm. We do everything from lawn and landscaping to painting, to cleaning, snow removal, and we're starting to get big into renovation, bathroom remodels, kitchen remodels.
Okay, how long you been doing that?
I started off as a hobby about 9 years ago when I was kind of in a similar situation where I didn't want to work for anyone else anymore. And so I just picked up a few yards. Year we just multiplied, grew, and now we're in a position where we've done 200 plus yards a week. Painted 4 or 5 houses a week, and we're at the place right now where we're steady, but we're still looking to expand.
How many years?
9 years.
Oh, 9 years, man, and you still expanding. Tell me about some of the sacrifices when you first got started. How did that go? What was you sacrificing to run your own business?
Well, I think one of the biggest sacrifices is that you have to sacrifice some of the times with people and doing things that really don't promote growth or it doesn't allow you to level up. So a lot of entertainment that kind of got cut out the picture. Time with distant friends and that kind of went off to the wayside. But I think you make time for what's important to you. And so if you're a business and your family is important, you're going to make time to make sure that's taken care of.
Agreed. I totally agree. Brittany, do you have any questions? Go ahead.
I backpedal really quickly. I was just wondering, you had mentioned the plethora of things that your company does. How many people do you employ?
Well, we've had anywhere from 15 people to 2. We currently have 4 employees right now, but a lot of the work that we do, I subcontract to other contractors and other professionals. I'm finding out that there are some things that, running a company and having multiple employees, and we run a service business, so everything that we do is off-site. We're in someone's house, we're in someone's building, we're in someone's yard. And so having the staff to really manage, that becomes a hassle at times. And so I limited my one-on-one employees or the folks who are, W-2 on my payroll, and I sub a lot of the work out. And my goal and my job is to make the connections. I'm the ultimate middleman where, I have people that call me, email me, text me. They need a job done. They know that we pretty much do any and everything under the sun. And so I basically put the pieces together, manage the project, and then see it through its end. So I'm the middleman. When we had a lot of janitorial contracts, I had a lot more employees. And I heard earlier you guys are talking about working smart, working hard. I think you have to do a combination of both. You have to do what works for you, what works for your family dynamics, and then also you have to decide how big you want to be, how small you want to be, what makes you happy. And then once you determine what that is, and who, no one knows that that's going to change but you. So there's been times when I needed to be home more, I scaled down. And when my kids are in school doing their thing, we scale back up. So to be able to kind of pull the lever and say, hey, we want to do this year, we want to do that this year. As long as I can maintain balance, which is a constant, challenge, then it all makes sense.
I totally agree with you. I think one of the other things is sometimes when you're doing this, you don't know any of that. You just got to take your shot and kind of figure it out as you go.
Get out of my head. That's what I was going to say.
That is so true. A lot of times, because I consider myself to be a perfectionist at to a certain level, and me waiting for something to become perfect, you just miss opportunity. So you just have to, kind of step out on faith, but you also have to step in knowing that, hey, I prepared myself enough to meet and overcome any challenge that will come my way. So it's like Nike. When I first got in business, my slogan was, just do it. Because that's really what it boils down to. Are you going to do it or not? And for a lot of people that sit on the sidelines, they choose not to do it. They may have more talent. They may have more skill. They may have more resources. They may even have more support. But if they don't step out and get it done or do it, then all you have to do is try, and you'll supersede them.
Dope. Totally agree. Look, Clyde, thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate your good word. For those
much success.
Hey, we appreciate you, man. For those that are in Ohio, get with Clyde if you need his services. We're about networking too. Cuz has been getting to it. Super proud of you, man. Thanks for calling in.
Thanks, Clyde.
All right, God bless, man. Y'all take care.
All right. So look, I think that, it's a situation where, at least for me, you have to define what it is that you want to do. And it doesn't matter if it's working for someone else or if it's working for yourself. Just be the best at whatever it is you want to do. And if what you're currently doing isn't what you want to do, find something that will hold you over in the meantime while you put in the extra hours. All that being said, we're going to move on to the next segment. Look, Britt, we're going to get into some off the top. This is always my favorite segment. But before we do, look, if you're watching on my page at my website and you want to comment, click on the Facebook icon. It'll take you over. If you are on Twitch or YouTube, feel free to comment. We're going to go back and forth. We'll have another call later. That being said, let's get into some off the top. Hey. So what you got for me? What we gonna do? What's the first topic off the top? For those that don't know, she gonna give me a couple of items. I'm gonna go real speedy as I can, and we gonna see what it do.
First one. The 80s.
Even though I was born in 70s, I love the 80s. The 80s was dope. The 80s music was dope.
Word to the Kango.
What?
I said word to the Kango.
Yeah, word to the Kango. We in the house. They know what it is. The leggings, the style was terrible. Crack, Reagan. You know, the 80s is a whole melting pot of bullshit.
Rachel Dolezal.
Rachel Dolezal is the white woman who said she was black.
NAACP.
Yeah, good for her. Good for her. Live your life.
Did you watch the documentary?
No, I'm black. I don't need a white woman to tell me about her experiences being white and black at the same time. I'm good.
She's a great artist, though. It was black as well. Her art was very, very black. Like, she was a painter. But she was phenomenal. I watched the documentary like a couple years ago, and I was just like, how much is that one in the back on the right? Because I will buy.
That's funny. Funny. What you got for me next?
Couples massages.
Those are dope. I've participated. You don't do nothing but fall asleep. You just breathe in each other's air.
That's the part I think they're stupid.
I don't know about stupid. Are couple massages stupid?
They're just like, okay, we're gonna be in the same space together. We're not really gonna interact. We're both gonna be in our little zone. There's no, like, for what?
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. I feel you.
You just want to hold somebody's hand while someone else's hands rub you? That's cool.
Because I've snored in those.
What?
Like
What?
I've been out. Marv,
Halloween
I think that
camp-
was Marv that just tried to call in. Marv, we're going to do a call in a little later, man. Are you saying, yeah, couple massages are dope? Or we still echoing? Because either way it go, I like couple massages. Next.
Halloween's canceled.
Not if you got kids. Kids going to get that candy. Or
How they
you
gonna get it?
in a suburb. Suburbs is planted. I done sat in some of them suburb pages. They gonna put the candy on the table. The kids is gonna trick or treat. And I've seen the stores are open. Okay, so
I don't know how it is where you stay, but where I stay in California, they're like, y'all ain't going out. The cops is in the streets.
No. I'm not going out. I'll buy the candy.
What you gonna do? Just sit it outside and be like, "Don't touch me, little kid."
No, I'm not doing that either. I do a lot of things in my off time, like join the Republican pages and observe. I also go into soccer mom pages and observe.
You're such a troll.
I be living my best life.
It is what it is.
90 Day Fiance.
All right, what was that?
90 Day Fiance.
Is that a show?
It is.
I'm with it. It should be called 90 Day Fiance, get married, then get divorced.
Then they gotta leave the country. They can't get married and get divorced. That's the point.
I mean,
The shit is intense. You should watch it. If you don't, it's
I'm gonna try it. Maybe anybody watch 90 Day Fiance? So what, man? Who? How can you get to know somebody in 90 days? She might have hundreds of boos. She might have some mental health issues. You might have issues. I'm gonna need a little more time. Next.
Sending nudes.
I don't even think that's special no more. You know what I'm saying? Nudes, like that was so 2010. You know, the 2020, you got to send like a whole masturbation video. Nudes, I mean, you can see naked people anywhere on Instagram, Twitter. Nudes are not special, but dudes be thirst trapping over them. Or I'm sorry, the ladies be throwing them thirst traps, and dudes be thirsting over the chicks like it's going out of style. But I guess we got to blow heads up so we can get a little kitty cat. Next.
Post-COVID dream vacation. Where is it?
I'm ready to go. I'm on it.
Where are you going?
I think the first thing I'm gonna do is go on a Disney cruise, because I think that's where, I mean, my pops. If you do it right, like you just take your whole family, right? We talking about jumping on a Disney cruise. You know, my brother, my sister, kids, because we want to spend time with each other and eat and be fat. So I think that's post-COVID. We gonna jump on a boat and we gonna give the kids to Disney so we can party it up.
No, man. Next one. Are you more afraid of regret or failure?
I am more afraid of regret. I would tell you, I failed in this production. I wanted to be perfect. I've hit buttons. It has not worked out. But I would much rather be here, as I said I would be, on a Wednesday night. I tried to get here on time than the regret that I didn't get on here at all. So I'd much rather fail than I would, regret that I didn't try and do it. You feel me?
Word. Kanye West walking on water at Sunday service.
Did he really do it?
Kinda. Explain?
Yes.
I will explain. On last Sunday in Atlanta, they did a little Sunday service like they normally do in the Wilder. It was a little pond situation, and they put a platform of sorts, like inches below the water line, and while the choir was singing, your boy took a little walk on the water.
How, Sway?
The song choice was great too while he was walking on the water.
How, Sway?
It was like King of Kings, Lord of Lords, and he starts walking. I think he basically. It was like glory, hallelujah, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, and here comes Mr. West walking on the water with his children.
Nah, man, y'all gonna have to miss me with that. That's a Kanye move, but
Super
who cares,
Kanye.
man? Kanye ain't paying these bills. I don't care if Kanye can walk on water. Now, if he turned water into wine, we got a whole different conversation.
That would have been the move. If you would have turned that whole pond into wine, listen.
Oh, don't give him no ideas. He'll figure it out. He'll have the water shoot. He'll have wine shoot up from the bottom. And then next thing you know, it's going to be red. Drink of the water, my son.
Hey, where's my cup?
I'm straight, man. What's next?
BDSM.
Like Grey's Anatomy BDSM?
I don't know how BDSM relates to Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, not Grey's Anatomy, 50 Shades of Grey.
The other Grey,
The other Grey. Sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. I barely watch it.
I'm with it. I think if you have a long-term relationship and you want to explore sexuality, then you have to figure out how to do some different things. You have to be well versed, in providing pleasure, So for
Don't
me,
don't ever say pleasure like that again.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. So some people may like it. You know what I'm saying? Now, me personally, I don't want to be beat up. I don't want to be in no latex. I don't want to do all of that. You want to handcuff me? Maybe I'll think about it.
I have control issues. Don't handcuff me nowhere.
Yeah, if you want to, but don't handcuff me and then, hurt me. That's the hard part, Don't hurt me, but tickle me. Get your little whipped cream. Get your little, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if it's what they want, do it, man. BDSM, shout out for that. It's a lot of things that I've learned over my life that, I didn't know a lot of people was into. But, BDSM, it has its purpose. People like it, so I'm all for it. Continue. What's next?
I think that was our final of our 10.
That was the final of our 10?
Yeah, that was the final.
Oh, Gia. Look, off the top. Let's see. Anybody in the chat got anything off the top before we move on?
We should have them start sending some off the tops.
We should have them send some off the tops. Who got an off the top? Who want to know how I feel about something? Put it in the chat. I don't know if y'all see the bottom of the screen. College football player died from COVID-19. I think it's a tragedy, but I don't think they care about human life, so we will continue to play football.
And that's that on that.
You know what I'm saying? So it'll be what it is. What else we got? Anything else going on in the chat before we move on? That being said, look, we appreciate you. If you like what I'm doing, please follow on the social media. Kynard KMG on Instagram, Kynard KMG on Facebook, Dope Dialogue podcast. We appreciate you coming in. All that being said, look, we wanted to do something different. We wanted to switch it up. We gonna talk about a little bit of music. Y'all see I'm in the studio right now, the green screen, we getting it in. We're gonna talk about music. Britt, let's have a conversation. Me and you, we was talking about some of the new music that was coming out. Detroit 2. Did you check out the homie Big Sean?
I did.
What'd you think?
It took a long time to check them out. The album was 21 tracks?
Man, that was a long album.
Super long.
I think I've only gotten through like 13.
What was that?
I think I've only got through 13.
I skipped around a little bit. Um, Not all of them were songs at that, so I guess that's cool. But
Yeah.
that's still a big, even if it's 19 songs deep, that's a lot of songs.
Yeah, what'd you think though? Was it good? Was it bad?
It was good-ish.
Okay.
I like the original Detroit better.
Okay.
I do feel like there were some highlights for me, and there was also some things that he could have just left out song-wise. I will always say that like Big Sean has been like a rapping ass rapper, but I don't feel like Sean. I feel like sometimes he's forgettable, unfortunately. I don't think anyone could ever say that like Sean doesn't have flow, because he does. But I think he came up with like, at the time when Cole was starting to pop and Drake was starting to pop and Kendrick was starting to pop, and then there was Sean. And I'm not sure if he found his footing in the midst of those guys. So I feel like Sean has like good moments, but he doesn't give me like very memorable songs. And I kind of feel the same way about the album. I like more songs with the features than the ones without them personally. But
so for me, like, I listened to it, and first let me say I'm a big Sean fan. I hate even being critical of other artists because I recognize what it is. The truth is when you make a piece of art, it's for who is willing to receive it. That being said, Finally Famous is definitely one of my classic albums. A lot of people don't know I spent a good amount of time in Detroit, probably about 17 years. Detroit for me is like a second home. And so what I loved about the album and the piece of art, but it was very focused on Detroit, right? Like, I like the little stories. I like the Stevie Wonder story. I like the Erykah Badu story. I like the Dave Chappelle story. I don't know if that says a lot about the music that I like the stories better. I would say some of the production wasn't really for me. It was hit or miss. My favorite song was the track, I think Open Your Heart or something like Guard Your Heart. That one with Anderson .Paak and Wale to me is probably the best. Is what that was probably the best track to me. I felt like it might be different if we were in a different climate because he had some club bangers on there. But it really felt like we not in club times, you know. Zen the Fuck Out was one that I listened to, and the bass hit hard, and I got the concept, but it was like, well, that's kind of like what everybody else is doing. Marv said that Big Sean outgrew what made him one of the guys on the rise. But Marv, I would tell you, listening to his bars, he still looked like he rhyming as if he feel like he got to prove to people that he's a dope rhymer. Like, I've heard him say it in his lyrics.
He sounds to me, you know how like when battle rappers try to get commercial and they're just like, I'm here. To me, that album gave me like that energy. Like, he was still almost aggressively trying to prove that I belong here in a weird way.
Right. And see, I'm a big fan of the Jay-Z speak. Like, I just talk above you because I know that I belong here. Not that I got to prove it to you. Yeah. I've been proving it to myself, and it's very evident in my walk, my chick. You know, like, all of this screams that I'm dope. And so I do. I felt like he was still rapping with a chip on his shoulder, and I don't know if he has to do. I think is he better than Cole? Is he better than Kendrick? Is he better than Drake? I don't know.
I think they all have their strong points. I don't want to say one's better than the other. I think Drake is great at making music that he's good at making hits.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Drake has the most outstanding bars all the time, but his stuff is catchy and it's almost always going to be a hit. And I feel like he's good at finding the trend, like what's popping right now or what's going to be popping in the next 6-8 months. And then he hits that and then it lasts for a long time. But
Go
I
ahead, Marv. Call in. Discuss it with us. I know that Marv on music. He consumes a whole bunch of music. Here, let me see if I can merge him in.
I also, while you're doing that, I had a thought. I was very excited when I seen the track listing and Dwele was on there, and I was like, "Yo, what's Dwele gonna do?" And I feel like Dwele was very much so underutilized in the song. It was just like him kind of like humming in the background. I was like, "Well, that shit was weak." Travis Scott was also underutilized because I don't really care for Travis like that, but I know the kids do.
Yeah,
And
the kids love him some Trav.
Yeah, he's very catchy, and he has a sound, and I feel like he was underutilized as well. But
Marv, you on the call?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure I got your audio right, homie.
Hey, Marv.
Hey, now.
I'm talking to you like I know you. Where are you from, Marv?
Everybody know me. I'm international. I'm worldwide. Locally known as Eastside Marv, Detroit.
Okay. Oh, listen. All right. Introduction. I shouldn't have asked. My bad, Marv.
He said everybody know who I am.
He said I'm global.
You know.
All right.
That's funny to me.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I think I got it. Let's go. Call for Marv. There we go, Marv. There we go. All right. Marv, what you think? Let us know. Tell us what it is.
Okay. I like Big Sean. I think the album was like 6.8 out of 10, maybe 7 out of 10. But I also think Big Sean personally and mentally has elevated past rap, but he still wants to be the Detroit kid who's a rapper, and he's just not that person anymore. And he don't know where to go. Like he wants to rap, but spiritually and mentally, he's kind of evolved past what you need to be a rapper.
So you think he should be like in movies right now?
No, I saw him act in something recently. He acts just like he raps. Like, I'm here. I'm doing this because I got to do it. I just think he's on some other shit now. I think with all of his meditation and Gina Echo and all of that stuff, he's just not there mentally anymore. And to be a rapper, especially a motherfucker who spit, especially being from the city, he just doesn't have the edge anymore. It's not a bad thing. He just outgrew the tenacity that you have to be a rapper. He's very zenned out. And he got Andre 3000 disease. I'm too zenned out to do this. And that's what took him so long between projects. He was just he's found a different headspace. And that headspace is not conducive to being a rapper because you have to be a little vicious to be a really good MC.
All right, so then I would look at, have we seen that from Kendrick Lamar? Have we seen that from J. Cole? Have we seen his peers have, albums that they dropped that you felt like they fell off?
No, and I don't even think Big Sean fell off. This is who he is. He's not their tier. He's tier 2. He's not Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole tier. Lyrically when he's whining, but artistically, I don't think he's there. You don't hear Kendrick so far between because I think Kendrick works on music far different than the other guys because he don't make dispensable music. And neither do J. Cole or Drake really, but I also think Sean is just Sean, and he's a B-level rapper, and there's nothing wrong with that because most artists ain't even B-level rappers.
Yeah, this is true. No, I mean, to me, Big Sean is like a Rondo too, and I wouldn't even say Rondo, but you know what I'm saying. He's a really good teammate on a squad, but he ain't. I don't know if he's a superstar. You know what I'm saying? That's just his role.
Who else would you equate him to as far as the other B rappers? So I can see if I agree.
He's Beanie Siegel. Like, yo, you're really good. You're just not gonna carry the team.
Beanie Siegel is a good one. Lupe Fiasco is one to me too. Like Lupe was on the brink.
Yep.
But Lupe he was never a superstar.
Yeah, he just couldn't get over the hump. Yeah. And it's okay.
Really good rappers.
He's a
He's
rapping
common.
rapper.
He's a what?
He's what?
He's a rapping ass rapper. Like when he wants to spit,
Oh
he
yeah,
spit.
yeah.
I
No,
just
I don't think he's a rapping ass rapper.
Oh, you don't?
I think he got bars though.
No, he got bars, but he ain't a rapping ass rapper. He got bars.
So who's
but
a rapping
he's not
ass rapper?
Rappity rap. Like Eminem is a rappity rap.
Oh yeah, okay.
Nigga.
Well, that's a different level of rappity rap.
Royce, I mean, I'm saying like so. Big Sean is not. Even John Connor out of Flint is a rapping ass nigga.
Right.
Big Sean is not a rapping ass nigga.
No.
And I ain't saying he can't rap. You just a different thing when you're a rapping.
Yeah.
Like, I think Jay-Z is the best rapper of all time to me.
Who?
He's not a rappity ass nigga. Jay-Z. I'm sorry,
okay,
Jay-Z,
that's right.
But he's not a rapping ass, like, nigga, I'm an animal. Like,
right.
If you listen to Big Sean's Friday freestyle on his album, when he had all the Detroit cats on there, right? My tier one guys was Royce, M, and Payroll. He's not even tier one on that song. He's tier two.
I listened to it. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't get over the music. I didn't like the clip sample. I didn't really like none of the rappers. I tried to listen to it 2 or 3 times. I think Royce had the best verse. But other than that, I was straight on the freestyle on the album.
Royce had the best verse. M had the best flow. I think Payroll might have had the best delivery. And then that second level would have been.
I was just about to say that happens with Big Sean. Sometimes he does get outclassed with the features. You know, and as Britt said, Britt was listening to it. She preferred the features than she did the Big Sean. So
because he's not gonna, like I said, he can rap, but when he get on a song with a nigga who can rap, he don't stand the test of time.
Nope.
Like with Shy High, with Pusha, Royce, M, like he don't stand the test of time.
No, I agree. But he got some good hits. So, look, Marv, we appreciate that you gave us a ring. We up against it, my dude. Once again, you are more than appreciated. Thanks for calling in. We're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Look, ran a little over for myself as well as Britt. We would like to tell y'all, thank y'all for calling in. Thank y'all for tuning in, really. To the Dope Dialogue podcast. We thank you for stopping out. Once again, follow the Instagrams and the Twitters and the IGs. We gonna get with y'all next week. Once again, Dope Dialogue podcast, and we out.